Oh, what is up, everybody? I am Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. And this is my weekly comic book trade paperback thingy review show thingy. I hope you all had a great Labor Day, which is one of the many days that proves that corporate America can't be trusted to do the right thing on its own. So the government had to step in. And if you had to work, I'm sorry, because, well, it's America, folks. We need our lattes and the drive-thrus and, our hamburgers at 10 in the morning. So if you don't have the privilege we're going to not talk about that. We're going to talk about something equally mediocre. Batman, A Death in the Family, written by Jim Starlin, art by Jim Aparo, inked by Mike DiCarlo. No idea who colored it, no idea who lettered it, because this cheap, wonky little volume doesn't say any of that. There's no indicia, there's nothing in here. It's just a reprint of the issues. It had a $4 cover price when it came out, whenever the heck that was. And I don't even remember where I got this. I think I got it in a mystery box or something. So, whatever. I'm going to give it away. I have no interest in reading this again. So stay tuned to the end of the video to figure out how the heck to win it. That said, let's get into this, huh? All right. So if you've been living under a rock or you're just not familiar with the story, I'm going to have a little bit of spoilers here. Spoilers. So, this is the 80s, right? And comic gimmicks abound and everything like that, and foil variants and reboots and number ones and dark and gritty reconceptions of characters. That's not even a real word, probably. It's a real word, but I didn't use it right. And killing off of major characters. And so DC, in their infinite wisdom, had a phone-in contest to see whether or not Jason Todd, the second Robin, or whatever, I think second, lived or died. And spoilers, the audience, by like 72 votes, voted to kill the poor bastard. So, that's this book. The first three, they were written, there's two different versions that were written, apparently. The first three issues were all in the can, and then you had to vote whether or not he died in the fourth issue. He died. So, there you go. There's my review. I'll see you later. No, it's... All right. Where do I start? Lettering. We'll go there because that's something no one else seems to talk about. I don't know who lettered this. I could do research, but that's work, and I'm not doing work. It's Labor Day, for frick's sake. I'm not laboring. Anyway, yeah, the lettering, it's okay. It a lot of times it's very oblique or italic. And obnoxiously so. There's like an extreme angle to these letters that's like kind of distracting. And there's some weird word breaks and stuff, as in like the word balloons are planned before the dialogue or whatever, and the letterer just had to make it fit. Yeah, I mean, overall it's fine. It's printed on newsprint, and like it's all legible. So, oh hey, hang on, maybe I did find the indicia, sort of, folks. Oh yeah, John Costanza lettered it. Look, I did research. I just didn't look at that page. Yeah, so I mean, it's okay. The lettering's okay. In some points I noticed it, which is not what you want out of lettering. You don't want to notice it. And sometimes the balloons are chunky, and the way it's like chunked out into the panel, it just doesn't seem like a good fit in a lot of places. Adrian Roy did the coloring. The coloring is inobtrusive. The pinks are a little weirdly pink, but I mean, it's 4-color process on newsprint, so you're not going to get great stuff. I mean, there's some obnoxious flesh tones in here. Also, there's some really obnoxious rendering of the Joker. Jim Aparo's Joker is annoying, like extremely drawn chin, and a lot of times just a very large head plopped on top of the body. I don't know what the heck he was thinking with some of that, and I'm not finding a good panel while I'm flipping through here, because that's how this goes, people. I don't find what I'm looking for when I need it. I just wing it and move on. Yeah, and then Starlin's writing. Okay, the writing and the art, it seems phoned in. Get it phoned in, because you get the phone in to see. It's just mediocre. This suffers from the sin of mediocrity, and from not really having a clear focus. The plot is ridiculous. I mean, a lot of the 80s plots were, but this is just ridiculous. There's Batman's on the hunt to go chase after the Joker, who has a nuclear weapon he's selling to somebody. So that's one plot. And then Robin, Jason Todd is trying to figure out who his real mom is. And they happen to be going to the same places, which makes no damn sense and is very unlikely in any kind of remote version of good storytelling. But this isn't good storytelling. This is just called, we got to kill Robin. So they just had to figure out a way to line everybody up and kill Robin. And Jason Todd's an annoying Robin. I mean, he probably did deserve to die. Like, he was introduced trying to steal Batman's the tires off the Batmobile because apparently there were no locking lugs on the Batmobile, or Batman had bad nuts. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, and then the plot. There's 3 different possible moms, and then the mom that does turn out to be the real mom is kind of a dick. Just immediately double crosses Robin, and then boom, dies, blows up. It's a bad death. It's a boring death. I get sort of why it's set up that way because you had a vote to do it, but like, I had never read this before, and I was expecting a little more excitement out of it. I was expecting the Joker to be an active participant in the death of Robin. I was expecting a fairly brutal, active participation, and there's not that. It's a setting of a bomb and it blows up. I mean, it's just kind of a really boring way to kill Robin, and a really boring way to tell the story. And then the tone is all over the place too. Batman has like his little bat kites, a couple of them for some reason, even though he's supposed to be traveling alone and means him around it. Little mini bat copter he pulls out of his ass, I think. I'm not even sure where he gets it from. And so you get those kind of corny Silver Age, notes to it. But then he's just rampantly beating the crap out of people while getting mad at Robin for beating the crap out of people. It's just a weird, weird book. What else did I want to chat on? Yeah, I mean, it's very inconsistent tonally. It just seems like a money grab, and I know it is, and I know most modern comics are money grabs. I'm not ignorant to that fact that they're corporations made in business to make money and to sell a product that makes money. Controversy sells, death sells, and this sold. Also, the Jason Todd was a crap character, so it makes sense they killed him. It's just the setup and everything else. Like this was written after The Dark Knight Returns, after Frank Miller and stuff. So it's possible to do really well-selling mainstream media that is still well executed and well written. Like, it's just, this is not it. And most of the 80s and stuff, there's just wasn't that. Like, there's some very good stories that were told there, but a lot of it is just workmanship and just kind of making monthly comics and doing it on the grind. And everything about this just feels like a grind book. Like, okay, had to get it out by next month to have the story to tell. Let's just tell it. Let's just figure out the dumbest way to get Batman and Robin together. We don't really need to have a good plot. We don't even need to have like consistent characterization throughout. We can just chuck them together. The audience will buy it because there's controversy. And that's this. And Aparo's art is just draftsman-like. And there's nothing really stand out about it. There's like not a ton of panels that are noteworthy. There are some brutalness. The Joker's a brutal character in this, and like wantonly brutal. Not the kind of like clown prince of mischief by any means. There's not even a lot of mischief. It's just kind of the Joker's broke, so he's going to go sell a nuclear weapon to quote unquote the Arab terrorists. So there's some nice wanton racism chucked in here too. And then after Robin dies, there's even more ridiculousness. I'll leave that for the reader. So if you guys want to read this, it gets more ridiculous after Robin dies, and that's saying something. So, all right, I'm going to cut this kind of short because it's fine. I mean, it's not awful. It really does. It's just the sin of mediocrity. It's just a mediocre book. Everything about it is mediocre. Although it was $4 originally, so that's not so bad. So somebody paid $4 versus a new book today, which is $5. So we got a good deal on medium, lukewarm writing and art. Yeah. All right, let's get a little morbid. How do you win this? Okay. I've thought about this a lot. Not really. I was walking my dog and picking up poop, and I thought, hey, that's a fun idea and kind of morbid. So let's have a fun kind of morbid giveaway. U.S. only, all that's nonsense because I'm not shipping this lump of mediocrity overseas or anywhere, or to Canada even, or to Mexico, unless you really want to pay for it. If you want to pay for the shipping, I'll ship it where the hell ever, but trust me when I say it is not worth it. So anyways, U.S. only. And in order to win, leave a comment down below. Let me know which current character. It can be Marvel, it can be DC, it can probably be indie too, but Marvel or DC are going to make the most sense for this one. Which current character should die? There you go. Leave a note. And you have to explain your reasoning, too. Like why they should die. Not how, but just the why. What current character should die? Why should they die? So leave that down below. Everyone can judge you and your weirdly morbid death fantasies. And I will see you next week. I'll give this away. Today's like what? The day after Labor Day, so I'll give it away next week. So you got till the 14th, 13th, somewhere in there. I don't know. Watch the vid. Leave a comment. Don't be a dick. And if you're gonna phone in to kill somebody, make sure it's worth it. This cost people 50 cents to vote. So a lot of people really hated Robin. So that's all I got. Again, I'm not even saying killing Robin's being a dick. But if you're going to kill somebody, be clever about it. Be a clever dick.